Hey guys, this is Dan Bazzani from. This is Dan Bazzani. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I did a Twitch stream with a guy. I broadcast on Twitch under NewManGaming or NewMan Games. NewManGaming. Goodness gracious, I don't even know. NewManGaming. That's what I. That's what I stream under. New with a 3 instead of an E. So, yeah, elite spelling. Anyway, I was just kind of thinking about the coronavirus and COVID-19, and I was just wanting to share what I've learned from the CDC and from a couple other websites, or I should say from an interview with the CDC investigator, which I thought was really helpful. And it was just getting me kind of worked up, so I thought I would talk about it. And I jumped on Twitch, and a guy jumped in my chat and asked me if I was a coronavirus survivor also. So I assume this guy is a coronavirus survivor, and that's what he said. Now take that with a grain of salt. There's no way for me to verify any of that, but he definitely had a pretty straight conversation with me about what he's up to, who he is, and we just went back and forth. I read his answers because it was in chat, so that was a little bit different. It wasn't like he was live on my Twitch stream, so I don't want you guys to think that I was interviewing a guy physically in the same room. He was actually on my Twitch chat, so hopefully my title is clear about that. But this was really interesting, and it was really exciting for me because this guy lived through it. He was young, 18 years old. He did not have a whole lot of, he didn't have any secondary conditions like heart disease or anything like that, so he got through it really easily, and so there were no complications. But I just loved talking to this guy, and he was super cool and super genuine and candid about stuff, and I really appreciated that. So here it is. I hope this helps you get your mind a little bit around that. There is some stuff about me. I'm going to try and cut all that out, just about my observations. I'll try to paste it in at the end of the video so that you can just skip through all that and just go straight to looking at talking with him, because that's the interesting part. If you want to watch the rest of it, that's fine too. I appreciate it. I might actually just make it a separate video. I don't even know if I'm going to include it, but the interview was really interesting. So I just want to encourage you, don't panic, but be thoughtful and think it through. I know that there's a lot of decisions to be made, but if we're thoughtful and we think it through, we can fight this thing. All right. Hope you're having a great day. God bless you. And here it is. Oh, totally cool. Okay, so Reefy is going to come back. Maybe... Hey, Reefy, thanks for joining me. Can you hear me okay? Hold on a second. Okay, cool. Okay, so, Reefy, I just... Could you walk me through how you got the coronavirus? And also, would you be opposed at me putting into the title that we're talking with you about it? Or is that going to weird you out? Okay. Cool. Thanks, man. Got it at my friend's, as my friend's parents went to Italy. Oh, wow. Okay. So, how old are you, Reefy, if you don't mind me asking? They came back and gave it to their son. When their son was with me, then he got tested positive, then I got tested and I got it. I'm 18. And I wish I had my glasses. Oh, wow. That's crazy, man. That's totally crazy. You don't have to give me specifics about your state or city, but what area of the country are you in? If you're comfortable with the other things, you could let me know. But I know I'm going to record this and put it on YouTube, so if you don't feel comfortable with that, I'm okay with that too. Oh wow, you're in Scotland. Okay, very cool. What was how do you have secondary complications like heart disease or anything crazy like that? Asthma or something weird that might put you at high risk? Luckily, no underlying health conditions, so I was fine the whole time. Okay, very good. So did you have to do a quarantine, or what was it that they recommended you do? Okay, 14 days of isolation. Did you have to test? What did you have to do to get out of isolation? We tested at the end and it came back negative. Oh, interesting. And how long ago was this? Wow, so that was really, really recent. Yeah, for sure. Very recent. Amazing, man. So, excuse me. Wild. Did they put you on any medications? I know they don't have a cure, but did they give you like an antiviral or something weird like that? No, there was no antibiotics for it. Okay, yeah, that's not surprising. How sick did you get? Can you describe what a couple of the symptoms you might have had, or if you didn't get sick at all? Oh, I got an idea. Can you give us a day by day? Like day 1, was it terrible? Day 2, that sort of thing? I don't know if it was like that. Maybe it wasn't like that. They said you could take painkillers to relieve the pain. Okay, that makes sense. It was just like dry coughing a lot and feeling kind of borderline, I'm gonna say garbagey in the middle. Okay. Wild. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, did you hit a fever at all? I'm gonna change the title to "Had It." Okay, let's see. Well, it was like the first 1 to 5 days, not horrible, but then a lot worse from day 5 to day 10, and it gradually got better towards the last couple of days. Yeah, I had a pretty bad fever. I almost said, did you have like a 103 fever, but that's Fahrenheit. Let me just Google it real quick. So it was like, did you hit like 40? was 39 most of the time. So yeah, you were hitting like 103, 102. Yeah, that I feel like garbage when I'm hitting that. Don't think it hit 40. Okay. So 102.5 about. Yeah, that's 39. Okay, that's good to know, man. 102.5. Did that show up right away, or was that just at the day 5 mark? Okay, very cool. Did someone help you out? Was like your mom taking care of you, your dad, or friend, or girlfriend, brother, sister, something like that? Haha, your friend from Italy. I think if my friend got me sick, I might say, hey, you need to come hang out with me for a week while we're quarantined. Oh, good. So your family was able to help. Cool. Did they get tested? Are they okay? Oh, got you. Okay. So you live on your own? Or they just dropped the food at the door and ran when you were getting hungry? Oh, praise the Lord. That's great. Okay, so you live on your own. That's cool. That's good. Well, I mean, so I'm 41. It makes me happy to hear when people have moved out at your age. Do you live on your own, or are you in university or tech school or something like that? I get the reason there's a lot of reaction over it, but as long as there's no underlying health conditions. I live at uni. Okay, great, cool. I think that's good. I think it's a good way to start spreading wings and figuring out what it means to be an adult. But that's cool. So it's mainly the underlying issues. That's what I've heard too. Very, very cool. That's awesome. What are you studying in uni? Part of me wants to push for comp sci. Comp sci, say comp sci. No, I'm just joking. It's just where we're at. Law, that's not bad. It's not bad at all, man. Law is very similar to comp sci. Ooh, you don't like it? Okay. Is there something else that you enjoy doing that you could do like by accident for 24 hours if you lost track of time? Okay, cool. If it makes you feel any better, I'm a sysadmin and I have no degree. A degree is, I think it's really good to go. What are your other interests? I'm just curious. But while you're typing, I think it's really good to go to university to make sure that you know what you don't like, but also so that you learn how upper level paperwork works. Like I went to 2 years of university and then went to another 2 years of university. We have something called community college here. It's not really uni, but it's a good way to get an education. My family are well into the real estate business, so I think I could get into that. Yeah, dude, that's a good business, especially if you're like talking to people and helping people. You know, that's the biggest thing. If you can be a helpful salesperson, that's huge. I was a salesperson for a long time, but yeah, that's cool. Real estate's awesome. My mom was a real estate agent. She loved it. Yeah, it is a solid income, but you gotta make. You're gonna have like, what do they call them? Like rain days. You're gonna have really good days and really bad days, so you gotta put stuff aside for it. Yeah, cool. Especially if you got family who's already doing it, man. I love family businesses. It's interesting. So, I'm an IT guy, right? So I do systems administration. But I always tell people I'm a translator because I translate what the nurses see in the hospital into what the engineers can understand, and vice versa. So they're not relying on selling property as they have their other income. Oh, brilliant. Okay, that's really cool. They do selling and also renting out property. Yeah, dude. That's a good idea. I like that. It's pretty... everything worth doing is high risk, but when you're renting out stuff, it kind of lowers your risk a bit because you get that steady income. Nice. That's not a bad deal, especially if you have people that can mentor you through it. I think that's a huge deal. Yeah, so my mom was a translator. She was Japanese, and she translated for just helping people out at first, but then she started doing corporate. And then my dad was he was an electrician, so I always tell people I kind of combined the two and went into IT because I troubleshoot and I translate for nurses. So that's cool. That's very cool. Well, I want to encourage you. It's good to know what you don't want to do. And if it ain't law, it ain't law. But I will say this. Everything has a structure that's similar. Okay, so in order to have a good law practice, you got to do certain things right. Be a good lawyer, that sort of thing, and work hard. Same thing in real estate, right? Cool. How long has your family been in real estate? Most of their lives. Cool. That is so invaluable. I think one of the most interesting thing is asking older people who know their stuff to help you understand it. It's so helpful. Cool, man. Is there anything else you want to share about your experience getting coronavirus and recovering? Is there anything like that stood out to you that you didn't expect, or the way people treated you or something like that? Oh, that's good. Yeah, I loved helping out my dad. Okay. It was just your friend got you sick. So, oh, I'm sorry. I'm going to read this for the recording. He said, honestly, mine wasn't very interesting. He also said about his family doing the real estate. He said, I think I have a good idea as I used to help them out during school breaks, etc. Oh yeah, one thing that was interesting was the stigma. Every single person seemed absolutely freaked out about it. Oh yeah, for sure. I think it's something that we don't understand. I think whenever we don't understand something, it freaks people out. Yeah. Was that hard to deal with? Did that hurt your feelings or anything like that? By the way, I'm referring to you as a guy, but I don't know if you're a guy or a girl. I do apologize. Are you a guy or are you a girl? And now that I'm negative, they still worry about meeting up with me. Yeah. Which is fair enough. Male, yeah. Okay, cool. You can always correct me. I won't take it personally. I need correction. Well, I'm sorry it was so hard, man, and I'm sorry there's still a little bit of a stigma attached with it. Yeah, I was thinking that this might make a lot of people stream or go watch Twitch, you know, when I heard all this hitting. Oh wow, yeah, no doubt, man. Thank you so much for talking with me, and for yeah, thanks for asking these questions. Yeah, no doubt, anytime, man. I appreciate you coming out. Were any of them helpful? I'm hoping this will be helpful for people, but were they mostly just people freaking out. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good night. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. God bless you, man. I'll pray for you. No, a lot of them were just people using it for clickbait. Oh, that stinks. Really? Lame. Okay. Thanks, Reefy. I appreciate you joining me, man. That was so cool. All right, guys. Reefy's going to jet out. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I found it very interesting just talking to him and listening to his story, man. What a wild situation. Friend comes back from Italy with the fam. Reefy, you can bounce. I'm just going to record some stuff for my YouTube channel. But take it easy, dude. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. Wow. Cool. Awesome, guys. Well, guys, see, I don't think we have to panic. I just think we have to be thoughtful and especially not forget about the human element. I think when Reefy said that's really interesting that people were freaked out about meeting up with him and about, just being freaked out in general. Man, let's remember these people are still people. We want to take care of them. We want to encourage them. We want to make sure that we're safe, but that they're safe too. And, I think that's super, super important. Cool. Well, I think I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Reefy, thank you so much for joining, man. Peace out. God bless you. I hope that people will chill out a bit on the stigma deal for you. Guys, yeah, check out ReefyIsHere, man. If you see this, go check out his Twitch. I don't know if he streams, but if he does, man, check him out. ReefyIsHere. I'm gonna check out his thing right now, actually, and just see. Cool. I'm gonna add him as a friend too. Yeah, man. Sweet. Okay, cool. I think I need to grab this chat. I don't know how to grab it, but I'm gonna figure that out. And then, yeah, hope you guys have a great night. God bless you. Remember, be wise. Don't freak out. But also, don't make an opportunity for this to get worse. All right, cool. And remember, it's just an illness. The main thing that you have to be concerned about is if you have underlying issues, go get tested. Don't go to the hospital. Do not go to the hospital unless you have major, major problems. But if you're starting to feel bad and you have underlying issues, go get tested. Preferably at one of those drive-through things. If you're here in San Antonio, that's a good idea. South Korea used that a lot. All right, cool. God bless you guys. Have a good night. I'm going to sign off. Peace. Wow. Okay, that was one of the best. That was my best Twitch stream I've ever done. It was super interesting to me. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. I thought ReefyIsHere was super genuine. Totally shared stuff that I thought was helpful, and man, really gave me some insight about what to expect. This is going to be here for a couple of months, so we just need to be prepared mentally that we're going to be seeing cases for a while, kind of like the flu season. It's not a huge deal. It's just very communicable, so you got to be careful and be wise and be thoughtful. And yeah, just understanding is a great way to live, and I hope this helps share some understanding with you. There'll be a link in the description below for more information about COVID-19, especially from a CDC investigator, super smart guy who did some work with the CDC for years and years and years, works at some college research firm or research lab. So check that out. It's on Joe Rogan's podcast. I'll link it below. Yeah, it was really helpful. Really made me think about this in a good way. Don't panic. Think. Be thoughtful. All right. Hope that helps. God bless you. Be well, and have a great night.